Here is another card, SGCPU, the second generation CPU card by the System99 user group. To get this CPU to work, you require the HSGPL and the EVPC setup, which we showed earlier in another video. Below are some more software upgrades, and there is a manual over here. Now this CPU card is an standalone type of PC, so you don't require the TI-99 for a console, basically, because the CPU moved to the PAB box. Here is the manual, so they call it also the TI-99/4P. So you can look into that to get more details about this CPU system. Now in the other web page we saw in the other video, the HSGPL setup, at the bottom here is actually indicated how you can actually enable the SGCPU into the MESS system as well. It's actually quite straightforward, because in the early videos we show you already how to set up an HSGPL card, and what we only need to do is to copy that particular setup and move it to the directory for the SGCPU. One important message here is, please respect the copyright of the SNUG. Usage of the ROMs is only allowed for owners of a real HSGPL card. So that means that the SGCPU is dependent on the SSGPL card, so you only are allowed to run it if you have this card as well. Okay, so let's go to the system. Here's the system. So in the MESS system, the multi-emulator super system, you can actually search for SGCPU. You cannot do that actually here in the machine list where all the other systems are listed. So you enter here SGCPU, and then it will list that particular system here. So I added that already to my favorites. So and added a picture of it as well. So we go into the devices here. Now note here in the slot options, there is no cartridge slot, because it is a card which you install in the PAB box, so we cannot insert modules into it. In the slot 2 we have the EVPC card, and in slot 3 we have the HSGPL card. Important is if you use in the emulator, so I will start it over here. Okay. So here it is working already. Here we see the EVPC system plus the HSGPL system as well. But what is important is if you're in that system and you click on the scroll lock key. Okay, I don't have a scroll lock button on my keyboard, so I need to use the online keyboard. Now it is in partial emulation mode. When you press the tab button, you can go to the dip switches. So here we can actually configure the dip switches for the EVPC card and also for the HSGPL card, and that need to be in normal mode. Okay, let's go back. Don't forget to press the scroll lock key again. Okay, now it's in full emulation mode, so the card will work. Press the spacebar, and we see the same configuration as in the HSGPL video. Press 1. Okay, so now we're here in the high-speed GPL mode in 80 column width. Now to show you the configuration, how easy it was to copy it actually from the previous one, you need to go to the MESS directory. So you go here to MESS, config, and VRAM. So here we see all the configs for all those different configuration setups. So the EV was the one we set up in the other video. And here we see all the HSGPL files. So you copy all those files. Copy. Then you go to the TI-99/4P. And you can copy all those files here, so you overwrite them. Now in my system I have another NVRAM system, and I noticed that I need to go to this directory, NVRAM, where the 4P is configured, to copy them here as well. And after I copied it into this directory, I got the system up and running. Okay, that was an overview how to set up the SGCPU system.